Okay, here's my presentation on the human delusion, why people act on their instinctual belief rather than actual scientific belief. So intro. Now people tend to fall back on their pre-existing beliefs rather than believe in actual facts and science. In fact, it's actually hard to change someone's belief, or even apparently George Bush at one and during his election um, was unable to convince the voters that there was a link between the 9/11 attack and Al Qaeda. Well, that's a conspiracy about it, basically. Well, I'll leave it at that. So the reason for this like failsafe or fallback is because it's believed to be a human survival mechanism that we learned since birth. So basically, why do people hang on to reasons? No, on these beliefs. Okay, basically, since as a childhood or as infants, our brains are actually in a blank state, and at that time, our minds are basically like a sponge. We want to absorb that information, and so whatever we absorb through our growing up phase or growing cycle is where we learn and absorb our information and beliefs. Parents and influencers, or basically anyone like closely related tied to the child, have great influence on the perspective of the child, and really does determine how they and affecting their adulthood, because child phase is basically important part of learning. And yeah, okay, and basis, yeah, okay. So charismatic people, they're basically, yeah, same thing. They offer new ideas, religion, social movements, or whatever, basically, speakers, all those types of people. And they have great impacts on people. Like if you're minority, poor, or any that sort that maybe you're down on your luck, something like that, and they offer these great ideas, offer new identities, attachment that they might not have before, and that's also one way they people and developing these delusions. Now, our beliefs is basically considered a shortcut in our mind, basically, to a brain saving technique, basically. It distills complex information that we come with maintaining our stability in our minds. And radically changing this is actually causes a large rework in our brain that is just basically just too taxing. And as a result, we kind of double down on our beliefs in order to causing kind of a reverse effect on ourselves. So it's just hard for people to change, basically. So, okay. And next slide. Now, basically, okay, there are three categories of delusions. Certainty. Individuals that are completely certain of their beliefs. They believe with utmost conviction that their belief is real. Now, here, incorrigibility. Now, a little bit similar to certainty, but where it's basically where people don't update their false belief. Basically, rather than being overwhelmed with evidence disproving any flaws, these people are just not gonna basically change that belief no matter what. Basically, it's similar to certainty, but it's kind of different. It's kind of hard to understand philosophy, but okay. But okay, impossibility, delusion that a person that holds impossible or untrue, or just implausible to be true. Basically, they just can't find it to believe that it's true. Basically, and here I have little, yeah, types of delusional disorder. I'm not going to go into it for the sake of this video, so I'll go into next. Okay. Okay. Now, being delusional is actually not actually a bad thing. In fact, it's actually a tool that our ancestors have pretty much developed a mind trick, basically, that they developed in order for us to survive, basically. So that's, yeah. I mean, it is still something that we kind of do even today. Or yeah. Now, there are basically three types of positive illusions that we basically maintain in our heads to keep us, well, happy, basically. Okay. So here. So the illusionary superior bias, basically uniqueness, or this basically allows us to see ourselves individually unique and special. something we do. We all want to believe